So it looks like Remy Ma is finally starting to realize how she messed up big time when it comes to her relationship with Papoose, because things aren't going for her that well. She cheated on him for months with one of his proteges, and now that he has moved on with somebody else, it looks like she finally wants him back, and she is willing to do anything to have him. However, Papoose's new booth bang, Claressa Shields, is not about to sit back and let Remy steal her man, because she just came out to drag Remy for filth, exposing her for trying to seduce Papoose by moving sneaky, sending illicit pictures, and all that stuff. So what exactly is Remy's endgame here? And is she trying to break up Claressa and Papo up? To be having that she concede, she got a reason, okay? So if you're wondering why Remy seems to be super impressed about Claressa and Papoose, it's because Claressa is not just a typical Instagram BOI that rappers go after once they're single. Remy probably thought that Papoose would come begging for her to take him back, so she wasn't really worried about the whole divorce thing at first. It's not surprising that she would think that though, because Papoose was down bad for me for a long time. The man stood 10 toes down behind her when she was sent to prison, got in a whole bunch of trouble by smuggling her skeleton key, and even married her when she was still behind bars, and never once cheated on her. And if that's not devotion with her, and she thought that she could get away with anything. But that was the last straw for Papoose, because he said psych, and he dumped her and moved on with Claressa. We thought that they were going to keep the relationship low-key, because Papoose had just gotten out of a long-term relationship with Remy Ma, and he probably didn't want to be in the public relationship this soon, considering how much he and Remy were in love, and how they were the epitome of black love in Hollywood for a while. But Papoose pulled a shocker when he chose to go up very public relationship with Claressa. And like I said, Claressa isn't an Instagram bad or no bimbo. Well, she is one of the top female boxers and mixed martial artists in the world. She is champion in 5 different divisions. She currently holds the record for becoming a 2, 3, 4, and 5 division world champion in the fewest professional fights, and that of October 2022. She is ranked the world's best active female middleweight, as well as the best active female boxer pound for pound by ESPN and The Ring. So not only is she younger than Remy, but she is also super achieved, accomplished, and successful and rich. And according to sources, this gets under Remy's skin, because now she can't say that Papo's downgraded. Now, I'm not going to try and say that Remy isn't a catch herself. She can, because she isn't a lished rapper of sorts once upon a time, and she's doing well.
This nigga just tell you stop screwing the business. If nigga thought you was help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rim. That's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. You think that y'all marriages still have to go through them stages? Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. They held you down in prison for 6 years.
Papoose was so upset that he got into a fight with Easy and knocked him out. But at that moment, he was done with Remy, even if she didn't know it at the time, because she spent months denying the affair and claiming that her marriage with Papoose was fine, and people were making things up. But then Papoose made it clear that he had moved on from Remy, and he soon went public with Claressa. However, he tried to keep it respectful to Remy, and never publicly accused her of cheating or said anything mean to embarrass her in public. However, Remy got salty over the relationship with Claressa, and decided to take things to a messy level for Claressa and Papoose by blowing them up on social media. She timed it perfectly. Claressa's Life was set to air, featuring Ryan Destiny and a bunch of other artists. The film was a big deal, and Claressa needed all the positive publicity that she could get. And fans were convinced that Remy deliberately wanted to sabotage that for her out of jealousy. She went off on Papoose and Claressa on Instagram, leaking texts that Claressa sent to him where she wrote, "You take accountability. You are the one who was married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe or to communicate you fell asleep in the Sprinter." Yeah, it sounded like Claressa and Papoose were sneaking around before Papoose and Remy officially ended things. And she was asking Papoose to be upfront with her, and Remy clowned her forward, right? And Papoose, dumb, Sue, fell asleep on the phone with Claressa laying in my house. He refuses to leave this. Be supposed to be a world champion boxer and get scary and hung up as soon as she heard my voice. Now I'm telling everything. Oh, and baby girl, you not the only one. Well, she didn't stop there, because she also wrote this lady Claressa Shills, and that sorry publicity team been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift for too long. I begged Pat to put out something to stop the narrative, and he kept telling me just stay quiet. That's the best thing to do. Well, I'm tired. Oh, and he said he would never F you 'cause you're ugly. But don't worry, I saw everything now. The world going to see it since you so tough. Remy was determined to cause as much trouble as she could, because she then leaked more texts to reveal that Claressa was freaking out hard when she found out that Barry had exposed her. Like, I know you hate the internet games, but you need to do something today about this girl. My PR team going to freak out when they see this. I can't be up there exposing her Etsy before December 25th, the movie coming out. You got your other phone yet? Don't worry. I'm not worried about nothing she say or put in her story. Then Remy wrote, Papoose, you were dummy. Hey, Miss Shells, he took your advice, but not before I screenshot Yalcono. Oh, he was getting me arrested, the woman that never effed off on him in 17 years, while plotting with one of his side chicks to try to destroy me, that same woman that could have been, and used my platform to expose you. I got all your pics and messages from the chicks while I was away, and he was holding me down. He wrote my R, imagine that. And if anything intimate leaks about me was him, because he threatened that to Remy, then went on to leak even more texts, where it looked like Claressa was begging Papoose for the bare minimum, saying, I'm not happy, but alright, Emma, stop, don't want to stress you more than you already, so I'm going just stop. How I feel is not warranted. I'm just tired of talking, and you're not hearing me, so I can't thank you for your honesty. Though that's always the best option. You're going to do whatever you feel you want to do. I won't say nothing else. I'm asking for gifts. I'm tripping. I express I like flowers. I'm tripping. I want time set aside, dedicated to me. I'm tripping. I don't know how to feel. I'm just, hey, Miss Shelds, I'm a one boyfriend woman. The same way I was a one husband man, and I'm a good woman at that, hence why MFS won't just go oh. And he's never going to buy you anything, 'cause he thinks he's the prize. He's a taker, not a giver. Plus, I'm the one with the bag. Please stop playing with me, 'cause I'm not the enemy you want. I'm not even mad, actually. I'm very happy. And that's why your boyfriend is mad. Oh, and I know you said you feel stupid, but you look stupid too. Your Remy is on a roll at this point, because P finally had to step in and defend himself and his lady. He called Remy out for being salty over him dumping her, even though she cheated on him over and over again with more men than easy. The block repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing the vict. I have requested a divorce numerous times. She'd rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do this social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby. She has to go to school, as you can see. I remained quiet through it all. She continued, I will never get anyone arrested once again. You are lying. That can be easily verified. You are the one who play with the police, lying about history that unfolded in front of the world, is pathetic, falsifying text messages that you claim are from a decade ago, just to create a false narrative and justify cheating is narcissistic behavior. He then addressed the rumors of Remy cheating on him. Was at home with my daughter last Christmas. This is where Remy was now that I finally moved on. She's angry and making up lies. Narcissist. I told her we could divorce like adults. She refuses to do that because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. I still got the messages of her begging me to lie about the knockout, but who cares? He didn't throw one punch back. Super soft. Last time I saw this chump, he was in the fetal position. Everybody saw it. I knocked him out, and Remy woke him up and went home with him for 4 days. I went home with my daughter. As you could see, she couldn't wait to lie about it again. Narcissist. I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then slept on my wife. However, Remy Ma denied the allegations of abandoning their daughter on Christmas, saying all you do is lie is that you looking okay in the background regardless of what I am with my baby. On any important day, you have a bad gambling problem and try to press me for money to have a smooth divorce. She continued, I've been asking you to leave and let quietly divorced for years now, but you said this is the only way you leaving is with a public blow up. You know I'm not the social media type, and you use that same way you use the morals I have due to my upbringing. And so-called gangster girl image against me, filming me saying things like, oh, was telling them, no, don't say anything about the real you. You do anything to keep the black love image I helped build for you, and you was okay with the lies being told about me. How many friends and family and mine have you purposefully made uncomfortable and pushed away? Well, she also claimed that he was so jealous because she was more successful than he was saying. You hated that I started my rap battle league and was mad I was helping other rappers over you. You literally said you was going to try to destroy it. I'm so sick of the fake knockout story. Everyone knew what they heard happened, not what they actually saw, and you kept saying, see, it'll go away, when actually you snuck in and out like a thief in the night with a mask on. But you then ran out. You helped create a false narrative to the public by feeding battle rappers and my company stories and paying for info. Then you made me go to the awards with you and act like everything was okay, all 'cause you was jealous to see me being treated nicely, and like I mean something. She then made some serious allegations about how she was a victim of DV. Because Papo allegedly put his hands on her frequently, it was her. She wrote play with Police Pap. So you forgot the pool never got finished being remodeled. 'Cause you were attacking me in the garage and the workers called the cops to get you off me. I ain't edit is next is. The audio and video keep lying, but y'all, she went straight and up yuck that fool, because she wasn't done, because she finally revealed the real reason that she was so salty. According to her, she and Claressa went way back and used to be on good terms before Claressa stabbed her in the back and stole her husband for right underneath their very nose. She shared screenshots of Claressa in her DMs and wrote, and he is Papo's weirdo girlfriend, wishing me Happy New Year's. A couple days later, this lady was actually hitting me for advice on how to show off her body. This is crazy. I created this monster, though praising you knowing things weren't right and keeping quiet knowing the truth. You think you know what I got, so that's why you feel comfortable lying to these people. I promise you, you're going to be sorry. But at this point, Claressa was sick and tired of Remy's BS, and she finally replied saying, I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this clown behavior. Then Remy clapped back with, I'm not 45 yet, but you are 29 and I'll just say this, you're not aging like one again. I'm not your enemy. Tell your boyfriend, buy you some flowers and gifts, and didn't answer any of his phones, 'cause he was with this Cali girl this week, not her, exposing P for already cheating on Claressa or trying to. However, Claressa exposed Jimmy for faking the text to start trouble, saying you making fake texts is crazy. I'm not a B you can bully, you're bitter and mad, and you making yourself look stupid. Just stop it. She didn't challenge Remy to a whole fight, saying Claressa Shells versus Remy Ma February 2nd. Come get your behind. _ Crash out now. We heard Remy might have hands, but even she knows that she doesn't have a chance to fight Claressa. The fight challenge and the drama just kind of ended there. Or at least we thought it ended there, because now Claressa just exposed something insane, claiming that Remy has allegedly been sending Provoca pictures to Pap in order to try to win him back. Now, if you're wondering why, it's probably because Pap and Claressa were having the time of their lives, and he has been showing her off and attending games. But Claressa even came forward to admit that she was deeply in love with him.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really,